So here's the deal. The TV is broken. I gotta fix the TV. So I've taken it off the wall. I've already taken the back off of it. But I need my tester. And I noticed the probes on my tester are messed up. So first, in order to fix the TV, first I have to fix the tester. So I'm waiting for the soldering iron to heat up, and I'm gonna solder these new ends and plug in the probe onto it. So I don't know, the probe's over here somewhere. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. As soon as I'm done, I'll start fixing the TV. Okay, so now we're gonna do a little bit of analysis on it and see what's wrong with it. If it's the motherboard, the PCB, or if it's the backlighting. Normally with these TVs, usually the backlight is a problem. Someone is here that's not supposed to be. But anyway, since I gotta wash everything out after I do this, I figure I'll let him in. I have to do it here because I have the little cable box and stuff, so I get a picture, I can test it. So one of the things we can do to test it is we use a flashlight and we see if there's a picture. Because if there's a problem with the backlighting only, then there'll be a picture but no backlighting, so you won't be able to see it. But if you shine a flashlight through, we should be able to see it. So I plugged it in, and I'm going to turn it on the main switch now, and we should get a red light there. There we go. Okay. And what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it on. So there it went on. Okay, now we have to turn the light off. And hopefully you could see this. Let's see if you could see. I don't know if you could see that. But there is a picture there. There you go. There you can see it. See? There's the picture. So it looks like the problem is with the LED backlighting. So we're going to have to test to see, to make sure that's actually the problem. So here we go, we have the picture, and that's how we test it. Okay, so let's see the test going to see what part of it is wrong. Okay, so now I've got the back cover off. I have to leave it here on top because it has these connections that actually work the controls on the TV that are attached to this backlight. So in order not to have to undo it all, we're just testing. This is the little piece we want to test right there, which is what feeds the LED. There we go. So we're going to test that. I already have it plugged in, so I shouldn't be touching it like that. But anyway, we've got my tester. I got my tester here put in. I got the ground to the chassis. I might be able to find a better spot for it. That's probably a better spot right there. I don't know. Well, hopefully it'll make a. Let's see if it connects to the chassis. I'll try for here. See if. Yeah, so we do have continuity, so it is making contact there, and I'll put it to 1,000 volts because I think I should be getting around 300 volts, something like that, to it. More or less, I'm not sure, but I don't want to blow my tester. And now we're going to turn on the main power. So we have the red light came on with the main power. And now we're going to turn the TV on here, hitting the standby switch. And now it turned green. And so now we're going to test to see. I believe the black one should be the power one. No, it's a white one. I'm getting 045, 43 volts, is that right? Let's go down on the voltage here to 200, see if that shows better. 38 volts, 37 volts. Okay. So considering this should be about 10 LEDs, should I guess 30 volts is okay. Alright, well, now we're going to make sure it's not the power. It seems to be getting power. I shut it off, unplug it, and we'll remove this. And now we'll turn it back on. Got power. We turn it on. They turn green. And we test it again. We're doing good. We got about 60 volts there. It drops when it. Yeah, so it looks like the power supply is good. And the problem is with our LEDs. So I'm going to have to finish taking the rest of it apart. And hopefully I'll be able to get some replacement LEDs for it. And I'll save me a little money having to buy a new TV. So let's get going with that, and we'll come back when I'm doing some more work. Okay, so what I've done now is, as you can see, I've taken the TV apart. I've loosened it, taken off the screen, and underneath here, underneath this, is the backing that holds the LEDs down there. And I've taken that off. You should be very careful. Make sure you know what you're doing when you remove that, so you don't damage anything, because you'll render everything useless. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to test the LEDs to see which one is good and which one is bad. And what I've done in order to do that is, I don't have a tester, and I'm not going to spend 40-50 bucks on them just to fix a one-time thing. So these are 3 volt LEDs each one, and I've taken 2 AA 1.5 volt batteries, and I taped them together. I put some wires coming out of it, and I taped the wires to the probes from my tester there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the camera up over here so I can show you the testing of the LEDs to see which one is bad, which one or ones are bad, and so we can replace them. Okay, so we're going to start testing them now. And here, let me get this out of the way here. I've got a marker here. I have it ready to mark out the ones that aren't working good. So what we'll do is we'll start here. You have to make sure that you have the positive on the positive and the negative on the negative, because they are differential. Okay, so on the thing here it says, it marks it. Mine is so small I had to look on the wiring over there when it hooked up. I just made sure it was the white wire, not the black wire, or it was a red wire that is a positive. So let's start testing it, and we'll put the positive. Mine is on this side here. Is this one here? And we test the negative. Okay, that one works. Put it from positive to negative on the next one. This one works. Go sideways here so it'll be easier. Positive to negative on the second one, it worked. Positive to negative on the third one, it works. And this one Works. It's a little sticky on the bottom. Here. Is that right? This one works. Yes. And this one. Aha. This one looks like it's bad. Let's check to see if this one works. No. So this one's working. It looks like this one's not working. Check it again. Yes. Check this one. Yes. Yes. Okay. This one's okay. And that one's okay, so it looks like the bad one is this one here. So we'll mark it. Okay. That's the first light strip. My TV has two. Yours probably I have more or less. Let's do the same thing on this one. That's good. That one's good. One too. Let's keep checking. So far, one on each one is that one's good. Wow, a lot of these have gone bad. That one's good. Good. This one's good. So we got quite a few that are bad on this one. So we'll check it again and mark them down. Yeah. One is good. Two is good. Three looks like it's bad. Let's mark it. This one. That one's good. This one looks bad. That one's good. That one's good. This one's bad. good. And that one's good. Okay, so there we have it. This strip has 1, 2, 3 bad ones, and this strip has 1 bad one. So that's what we have to replace. So I'm gonna have to take these off, take these little covers off, and take the LED out, and then solder a new one back in, because for some reason I can't seem to get any of these strips here. So I have to repair the ones I have. So we'll continue this video when we're ready to do that. I have to go into town and buy them. So that's about a 45-minute an hour drive. Okie doke.